After 9 years at Real Madrid, arguably one of the world's greatest ever footballers has moved to Juventus. Cristiano Ronaldo brings his time at Real Madrid to a close and joins the powerhouses in Italy. And my first thought is, why, dear God, why did Gigi have to leave to go to PSG? I mean, I'm sure he never thought this was going to happen in the future, but he's been so close to that Champions League title, and now he could have had it if he stayed at Juventus with Real Madrid. And I'm sure all the Ronaldo haters are in the comment section already saying, oh, just because Ronaldo goes doesn't mean he's going to win a Champions League. I mean, it's fine, he won it with Manchester United and he won it a bunch of times with Real Madrid, but it doesn't mean it's just him that wins it. But the reality is, this man has still got a lot to offer. At 33 years of age, I think he penned a 4-year contract, taking him to 37, where he'll probably then go from there to PSG, maybe win some trophies for them, and then at the age of like 42, maybe he'll go to Celtic a couple of years there, and then maybe retire in like 44. But the reality upon the reality upon the reality is, Ronaldo has so much left to offer. He's altered his game so well. I believe I talked about this back in the day when I would talk about Ronaldo quite a lot, especially this season and last season, continuing to win those Ballon d'Ors, continuing to demonstrate how he can play at the top level, is because he was more of an in-the-box focused player, intelligent in his movement. If you watch his runs off the ball, Ronaldo is arguably one of the most intelligent footballers to have ever played the game. He knows his body well, that's why he's continuously so fit and flaunts it, but he adjusts to what he was able to do. I mean, back when you watched him with Manchester United, he started out a lot wider, would be more direct on the ball, would take more risks, have shots from distance. Often this was a flaw of his, where I think Alex Ferguson eventually put him one-on-one against Gary Neville and went, if you can beat that boring dude one-on-one, then surely you're going to have a better career going forward. And as he went to Real Madrid, you watched him, he became prolific, scoring outside and inside the box, and in his latter years, he was just deadly, both with his head and inside the box. The higher percentage of his goals gradually each year went up to more goals scored inside the box. And that's because he's an intelligent footballer, and this is where he shines. He's still capable of the magnificent goal, as you've seen against Spain in the World Cup from a set piece. All while I was telling someone next to me that there's no way he's scoring that because he hasn't scored in decades. And he continues to prove people wrong, and that is Ronaldo all over the back. So he goes to Juventus. I believe, as I pull up the facts around the money that has been spent, a deal worth 112 million euros, 99.2 million pounds that is, which will see him go there on a 4-year deal. Now, when you look at the amount of crazy money that's been spent recently, with like 142 million pounds for Coutinho, the 200 million pounds that were paid for Neymar, I mean, at 33, that's a lot of money to spend. Do I think it's worth it in terms of the craziness that we've seen? Yes, absolutely. You're still going to get a hell of amount of goals. And the big thing that I'm going to take from this, which I'll maybe talk in more detail as we get closer to the season, the Italian game will suit Cristiano Ronaldo. You've seen prolific strikers like him thrive in this league. I mean, you look at, I'm not saying he's like Pep Inzaghi, I'm not saying he's like Christian Vieri, I'm not saying he's like Andrei Shevchenko. He's a lot more mobile than those guys outside of the area, and I think contributes more so in the spectacular sense, the way that he plays with the ball at his feet. He's capable of an overhead kick, like I'm sure the Juventus fans will be delighted. He scored it against them, now he's going to bring it to them. But the way that the game is set up, defensive-minded, yes, but he's going to get a lot of opportunities, again, inside the box. He's going to work with a great team around him, a successful team, and I think he will be a success in Juventus. There's no doubt in my mind. If you think differently, how's that rock you've been living in? Or living under, should I say. Because this is Ronaldo. Defies expectations, going to continue to be great in my opinion, and again, the only thing I think is why did Gigi Buffon not just stay with him one last shot? But this is going to ask now, what are Real Madrid going to do? I want you guys to hit me in the comments. Who are they going to sign to replace Cristiano Ronaldo? Because he obviously was a crucial part of this team, the heart of that team for years in one of its most successful time periods in its era. The most successful in terms of the Champions League since it became the Champions League, with their back-to-back-to-back winning of the tournament. Let us know in the comments, what do you think about Juventus? What do you think about Ronaldo? Are you happy to see this move? If not, then just cry about it, I guess. Come back and subscribe to TYT Sports.